What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go over what I sold in 2024. Now, if you don't follow me based on my reselling, I did 48,000 in sales. I'm going to share with you my screen and some of the top sales that I did for the year. But I do this for fun. I do this as a hobby. Um, for whatever reason, I enjoy finding things uh, that I believe others would be interested in, whether that be coins, watches, jewelry, just toys, you name it. I'm here to basically uh, share the wealth of knowledge. So uh, please watch this video and let me know what you think in the comments. If this is something that you think you could do, or if you're already doing it, hopefully this video will help you out on some of my successes. And not everything's a success, but um, just wanted to show you guys what we did for the year, go over some expenses and our top items that sold. So without further ado, let's get into the video here. Let's get the full screen here showing. So we're going to go into my overview. So this is my eBay store, Eve Shy, and I currently have 1,900 active listings. Last 31 days, we almost did $5,000 in sales, and I'm a top rated seller, which just means I guess I'm doing a good job of getting the items out and actively or doing a good job of actually listing and telling people what they're about to buy. So I want all my customers to be happy because when I buy stuff on eBay, I want to be happy too. So not only do I sell, but I also buy. So this is the total year of well, here we'll go into total orders. And we have to do last year. And we want to go to all orders. For the entire year. And this is also to educate you too. So you might have stuff lying around your house that you don't even know is something of value. So it's a good way to get started for 2025 to actively list on eBay and get rid of some stuff that might not even work. So here's our total sales, 48,465 for all of last year. That is down from my year prior, but that is due to the main fact that I don't do as many coins and gold and stuff as I used to. But I've definitely picked up the pace on other items and started recently purchasing some, I guess, not working watches and restoring them, just literally just putting a battery in the back and selling some of those. So we'll go over some of the top um, large item sales. And here we've got, I don't know, there's a way to show it here. Yeah, there's probably a way to show it. Yeah, without, because if I click on this, it's going to show the buyer's information. So let's go to my listings. And let's just click on one here. So we'll go to sellers, other items, which will bring you to my store. And you can see all the activity here. So we'll get rid of Morgan here. And we'll just go to sales. So sold. And this is just going to show the last 90 days of sales, which is fine. Sold here. And we've sold 404 items in the last 90 days. And we'll start with highest first. So one of the best home runs I've hit so far this year is this Rolex Day Date actual real 18 karat gold. So I bought this junk jewelry box from a seller on YouTube, and this particular item was inside the jewelry box. They probably didn't think it was real. I didn't think it was real, but it definitely had some weight to it. I ended up picking up the entire jewelry box for like 65 bucks, including the jewelry box. And obviously this one item alone sold for 465. I ended up selling it for close to what I probably would have gotten if I just would have brought this to my local coin shop and sold it for gold. But still, I was able to keep this out of the smelter. Basically, someone definitely purchased this in New York and it helps to keep this kind of stuff going versus just throwing it and selling it for the gold weight, because this is for a Rolex actual day-date watch. So that was probably the best sale in the last 90 days by far. Um, I did get rid of an old Apple phone. So this one was uh, basically, just um, an iPhone that I had for parts. I did find this in a rental car. Um, I did contact Apple. I did go to Verizon, and they're basically like, "Listen, this phone has already been sold, or it's not reported stolen. You can go ahead and sell it." So once I got the okay to sell it, I decided to sell it for 385 on eBay. I could have went to one of those cell phone ATM type machines that are like literally inside Walmart and sold it there. I think they would have gave me like 250 for it. So I decided to just sell on eBay. And I did tell, the future buyer, like, hey, I've done all the resetting, everything I can possibly do, but there definitely is no code on opening this. So this is solely for parts, but it was in good shape. So sold that for 385. Um, Third best sale was definitely this piece of bullion. I purchased this from SD Bullion at spot, so I got that for $265 with free shipping, no tax, and was able to sell this on 350. I think I'm one of the few that have actually sold this. They didn't make a lot of these. This was like a Black Friday special, so most people that bought it kept it. I decided to sell it for a profit. Here's another iPhone that I sold. This was my daughter's. This thing got buried in the water. They went up to Hayward, Wisconsin, and this literally fell in the lake. Her boyfriend retrieved it, and we tried everything to dry it out and get it fixed. But lo and behold, it just never was able to get restored. And the seller ended up just replacing the screen and using it, and it was fine. So, anyways, was happy to turn that in 255 bucks versus just throwing it in the garbage. The fourth best item was this silver bullion piece here. Again, I got this for $100, sold it for 200. That was a definite score, doubling my money on that. Less eBay fees and shipping. These Gucci sandals, this was a good buy. My daughter was given these to her. She's in Florida. One of her wealthy friends gave her some nice stuff to sell, so I ended up selling it for her. I could have taken these Gucci sandals to an actual. There's like a high-end resale shop here in Schaumburg that buys stuff like this, especially when it's brand new. But I just figured, you know what, they probably would have gave me, $100 for it, so I might as well just sell it myself and make a little bit more just by taking photos. This nice 1883 Morgan Silver Dollar here sold for 175 bucks. I was real happy about this one because I did pick this up for $40. It was out of an actual lot of Morgan Silver Dollars that I purchased. So was super happy to make well over $100 after eBay fees on that one. This was a very cool Vegas Grand, definitely vintage from Y2K. Picked this up in a estate sale. Um, they wanted 25. I had a big pile of stuff, so I said I'll pay, 20 bucks for it. But this was literally in a closet, and it had like a dry cleaning bag over it. And basically, the way I feel is someone's going to pay 3, 4, $5 to get something dry cleaned. It's something of value. So I definitely picked this up and made over $100 profit on that. This watch here, this is a funny story. So I bought a lot of watches from another eBay seller, and that eBay seller happens to be one of those gold and coin shops that are local to me. So literally, it was the next town over. So I made the purchase of the lot. I had like $3 in each watch. So I guess what happens is they get a lot of these watches where people will, someone will pass away or someone just brings in a big collection of stuff, and then they have, nice things like this. I mean, this thing actually has jewels inside of it, and it's definitely Swiss made. And again, $3 into it, I replaced the battery here. The battery maybe cost me a couple bucks. I buy them in bulk, and very easy to do. Beautiful condition watch, and easily made well over $100 in profit on that. So if you're at estate sales or garage sales and you see a nice watch, even if you don't know anything about watches, you can kind of tell if something's nice or not. If there's, if it's stainless or wow, if there's actually silver or gold, obviously it's worth a lot more. But usually you're going to find like these stainless ones. But anything Swiss made or Swiss Army, definitely can make some profit on it. Beautiful watch. Super happy when I put the battery in, because not all the times when you put the battery in that these watches still actively go, but they're all in great condition. And like I said, it's usually people with wealth going into these type of shops, bringing in all their, loved one that passed away stuff, and they probably gave them pennies on the dollar for this kind of stuff. But they just buy the entire lot because the person bringing in the stuff doesn't want to leave, empty handed. So super excited to get that, and I do have a lot of other watches still listed. So I've like, I don't know, after investing $80, I think in like 20 watches, um, or what was it, 18 watches or something like that. It's going to be awesome. Like I'm probably going to make like $1,000 profit on all the watches. No, more realistic, probably like $700 profit. So because there were some nice ones in there. This was an old from Costco. This was one of my uh, Christmas decorations, and this thing was like brand new. So I double boxed it. I probably don't recommend selling big stuff like this. The buyer did say something got a little cracked inside, which I don't understand how, because literally there was like protective foam, and I double boxed it. Still got positive feedback, and was able to sell that. This FUBU jacket here I picked up from a local garage sale. I just thought this thing was cool. FUBU obviously has a lot to do with rap and stuff, with hip hop, and this was a nice big size. So someone's sporting this wherever they bought it, and they're enjoying this jacket. But I paid $15 for this jacket, and definitely worth the 120 that I ended up selling it for. This nice coin here sold for 115. I bought this from my local coin shop. I think I spent about 55 on it. So that was a really nice looking coin. Recently just sold this uh, Kane jersey. I picked this up in June or July in a town called Glen Ellen, and it was at a garage sale. Bought a lot of stuff from this guy. I've done plenty of videos on all the purchases I made from that gentleman, but he was moving to Hawaii, and this was this jersey, and then I have a Cubs Maddox jersey that I still have listed. But this is a beautiful jersey. Super happy to finally get that sold. That did take some time, about 6 months to sell, but I think I paid like $10 for it. So, and you got to make sure they're authentic too. There's a lot of fakies out there, made in China. This guy here was I bought a Pokemon set of cards. Kind of sight unseen. It was from a YouTube auction, and I decided to put them on auction. This was by far the best card. So this is a first generation. This is when Pokemon hit the U.S. shores here. This is not the Shadowless, which is the kind of the promo set, but still very valuable card, super nice condition. So if you find a Blastoise out there, and it's a 1999 card, which you can tell by looking down here. So 99 Wizards. Um, these things are worth some money. So again, if you're out there garage selling, you're looking at Pokemon cards, and you see a Halo, obviously the Charizard, like everyone knows what that one is, but this is by far one of the better cards. I spent $50 on the lot of Pokemon cards, so obviously selling one of the cards for 102, and then I sold plenty of the other ones, so definitely made good profit on that. This next piece here is more for probably the ladies, but this is some Murano glass. I had this in my garage, and I was about to throw it away. It was sitting in a drawer forever. I don't even know where this came from, but it's just an odd looking piece, solid, definitely Murano glass. And I think what sold it for $100, it had some damage on it too. It had a little crack in the top, but it's just a paperweight. And the fact that it glowed like this with the nightlight there, uh, is awesome. So that was a great piece. Speaking of watches, this is one of the Mickey Mouse watches I sold, $93. Awesome sale. The Mickey Mouse watches I pay a little bit more for. Again, that was from that local coin shop. Um, I have like $6 into each one of these watches. This one was kind of cool. You don't even have to put a battery, just wind it, and it worked. So came with the chain. It was a real nice condition. And basically what I paid for all the Mickey Mouse watches, just this one sale alone paid for all of them. So the rest are going to be pure profit. So other nice coins that I've sold. Here's the other Mickey Mouse watch from that same collection. This thing was not in the greatest of shape. The band is definitely toast, but it's an old Pulsar quartz. It's a Japan movement. I put the battery in, it works, and 75 bucks. I mean, awesome, awesome deal. So definitely made some good money on those watches. Some old Uggs boots. Again, I think my daughter might have taken these to Florida, and it doesn't get real cold in Florida anymore. So she gave these to me. I brought them back on the plane and was able to sell those. But anything Uggs that's in decent condition, you can make a good profit on. Just don't pay too much money for them and make sure they're in good shape. If they're too trash, just leave them behind. Another coin, Michael Jordan coin. I don't know if you guys know this, but Michael Jordan did play minor league baseball. So this is a cool coin to find out there. This is when he played minor league. There's only 25,000 of these made. Usually when you find them, they're all beat the heck, or some kid has like opened them up and played with them. This one was still actually sealed and came with the certificate of authenticity. So that was a great pickup. I think I paid $40 coin, so it's a nice little profit. This guy here is a pennant. This is weird. This is very minor league. Only was around for maybe a couple years, and I was a 10-year-old kid when I got this. So I found this in a bin with all my stuff from when I was 10, and this was actually signed by all the players. There's nobody famous on here, but any Chicago man cave sports fan that's into soccer would love this. I don't think this went to someone in Chicagoland, but still very cool. Minor league, only was around for a couple years, and got that, sold that for 60 bucks. Otherwise, I'd throw it in the trash. Vitamix is a nice seller for me too. I ended up taking apart my old Vitamix that we definitely used until it blew up, and you can just sell the parts. So as you can see here, for 50 bucks, if you find a Vitamix, even if it's broken, you can sell all the parts. I ended up selling all the parts of the Vitamix, every single part sold. I think it made well over $300, and that was basically something I was going to throw in the trash. So part out your Vitamix. If you want to find one at a garage sale or an estate sale, and they want like 10 bucks for it, grab it. The picture alone sells for 50, but there's plenty of other little bits and pieces and the parts, the base, the knobs, the power cord, all that stuff is worth money because people with Vitamixes that have broken ones that have already invested $550 plus in their vintage Vitamix, they still want that thing to work, and you can sell the parts. Speaking of watches again, here's another watch that I sold. This is a beautiful Beluva watch. Again, $2. I think I like under $3 invest in this watch. It does have some wear, but there's the model number there. So when you are listing watches, make sure you put the model number in there. Make sure it works. Do not list junk. If you are listing junk, definitely say it's for parts not working. And this was a nice $40 profit. I also did pick up some toys from another seller on YouTube, and this was one of the cool Batman toys that kind of transforms, where you can take it apart. It turns into a boat. It turns into obviously the plane, and just a cool piece overall. And there's the Bat car that it all transforms into. You just kind of take it apart and put it back together. So that was a nice profit. I think I had like $5 in that. This particular book, if you're out there sourcing books, now I don't do a lot of books, but this was something from my wife's collection. This lady has been sitting in a bin since like for the last 20 years. And this was kind of cool. It was actually signed, and she met the author at Graceland, and it's signed by the actual author. So when you are looking at books, it always helps to pop open the cover and see if it's actually signed. And if it's signed, it's usually going to go for 10 times more than what the normal book would sell for. So this is a good deal. Whoever the buyer is, obviously, is an Elvis fan or a fan of this author. I think this book's probably really worth like 75, 80 bucks all day long. So I didn't care. We got it for free. So it was a quick seller. David Montgomery is doing great, even though he is injured for the Detroit Lions, but he was a Chicago Bear at one point in time. So obviously a Detroit Lion fan picked up this card. He's still doing well. I don't know if he's going to play in the playoffs or the Super Bowl if they make it, but that would be really cool if David Montgomery plays in the Super Bowl. So whoever bought this card is definitely going to make some profit. This is one of the jewelry pieces I picked up. Again, that was in the jewelry box that Rolex bezel was sold in. So this was a nice bracelet. I do have a nice ultrasonic cleaner. It's a professional one that actually heats up the water and gets all the little grime and grit off of these. So when you're taking, I always clean them and then I take photos. So that was a nice pure profit, $40. This is another toys. Toys, I guess, from like 2000, especially the X-Men and Batman toys are worth some money. And my guess is the people that are in their early 20s that have some money want their old toys again. So it's a cool piece. It's big though, real big piece. It does talk. The battery compartment was a little corroded. I did my best cleaning it up, and that was a big pain to ship out. But again, I felt it was a nice. You can take all the wings off, but it still is a big box. And here's some silver. I found this Mike Ditka autographed. I paid $5 for this at the estate sale, real close to my house. And this is a nice pickup for someone that's a Ditka fan. I thought it was a good deal. So nice little profit there. More watches. So pocket watches do sell. Just make sure, it's a name brand, not your, current modern China. So these old vintage pocket watches do sell, especially when they actually work. So that was out of that watch set. Again, paid a couple bucks for that. The Mickey Mouse watch out of that Mickey Mouse lot. Again, I got $6 on this watch, so that was really cool. Put some batteries in there, and this sold very, very fast. And we got a vintage Barbie that sold. I picked this up for $5, so turn that into 35. An old Philippines coin, another watch for 33, and so on and so forth. Um, even the old car parts. This is from a old Firebird. This actually is part of the shifter knob. So I think I paid $20 for all these like different car parts, and they were basically just like car labels. And this is one of the odd pieces that was inside. They probably didn't know what it was. I really didn't know what it was until I did more research. So happy that someone bought this and they're using this in their car. You basically push down on this to use the automatic shift in the vehicle. So I thought that's cool. That's in someone's car right now. This Camelback here I picked up for I think it was $2, brand new. And I know when I bought Camelback for my kids, they definitely were expensive bags. So I was able to take $2, turn it at 28. These albums here are coin albums. They're called Dansko. So if you're at garage sales or at estate sales and you see these, usually they'll have coins inside and they'll want a lot of money. But if you find empty ones and you can get them for $10 or less, these sell super fast on eBay. These are by far the best albums if you collect coins. They're the highest grade, they're US made, and some of them can be worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. They're very, very rare. So you can see all these sold rather quickly on old bat. Um, even Spice Girl sells. Yep. Sealed Spice Girls videotape. I bought this as a lot from another seller on eBay. It was weird. This guy was just selling auto parts, but then he had some random VHS. Because I did one day just to search for VHS because I had some decent success reselling VHS, and he had all brand new movies. So I think I picked these all up for like $1 something, and they were all sealed, and that included shipping, tax, and everything. So really nice profit, and I've definitely sold some of those VHS. Other things too is you want to pay attention to is old rap or hip hop CDs. Um, the more obscure, the better. Like everyone knows who Snoop Dogg is, everyone knows who Dr. Dre is, but there was a lot of other artists and other people making money during that hip hop era, especially these old bass CDs. These are normally completely trashed because guys would put these in their cars to basically pound out the bass. So this was for my own personal collection. I used this to play bass in my car when I was a teenager and in my very early 20s. So it was super nice to sell that for $28. This old genie lamp here, this old cigarette lighter that doesn't work anymore. Great Britain coin, Christmas decorations. Guys, if you find parts that are like really hard plastic, don't sleep on it. So if there's like a big bin of plastic, um, cannons and missiles, and if they're from GI Joe or Transformers, these things are worth way, way more than the actual action figures. So do not sleep on this. If you see a big box of stuff and they want basically nothing, I think this guy here, I bought like a $30 lot of all these toys, a bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for my grandson, and this was one of the random pieces that were inside the lot that I bought. So super happy to sell this. This sold very quickly and it sold internationally. So this sale alone pays for all the toys. So basically, my grandson got all his toys for free. Old vintage, ugly Christmas sweaters. So I think I sold every single one of them that I listed. So this is a cool piece. I picked this up for $3 from another YouTube seller. This old belt buckle, they're worth some money. I bought a lot of Tickle Me Elmos, so I got these from I got these from Walmart. I think they were like under 13, $12 a piece, with shipping and tax and everything. So I sold 5 of them. The 6th one I gave to my grandson. So he basically got his Tickle Me Elmo for free. Some more belt buckles, old isotoners, old cards, BMW magazine, here's Blues Clues, a sealed VHS for $22.49, Bears hats, you name it. So sold a lot of cool stuff. Um, Again, doing this to kind of help you guys out. And again, this is the last 90 days, and there's more of the cars, license plates, you name it. So basically what I'm saying is, like, if you get out there and you're out there searching, just pay attention to like a little bit of everything. You know, the more things that you buy and resell, the more you'll learn from. So definitely, if I ever see like this piece again, I'll know if it's real or not. Um, or I'm willing to take a chance, even if it's a fake one. They're like, they sell for like $20, but usually the real ones that are made out of real gold. I mean, it's amazing how much gold is worth nowadays. So, anyways, guys, I hopefully this helps you guys out. I know some other resellers watch my channel as well, and we all kind of sell similar stuff, different stuff, and this helps you go along. But overall, at the end of the day, this is fun for me. I enjoy it. I'm weird. I know it. I like to buy watches that are broke and fix them. I like to buy stuff that like electronics, and if they're broken, I'll take them apart and sell the parts. I like to take apart old vintage lighters. If I can't get them to work, I'll sell them for parts. I'm just, that's kind of like what I enjoy doing, and it helps me instead of just creating a big pile of stuff that I bought. It helps me, basically like selling stuff, like even like CDs, like I have. Let me go into my recent sales here. But I bought a bunch of CDs for 49 cents each. Again, I didn't have to even go to a store and buy it. I bought it from another seller on through YouTube, and I think I've already sold well over $100 worth of CDs. CDs are super easy to list. Sometimes they'll have cracked jewel cases. I even buy like new jewel cases if I think the CD is worth actually replacing the jewel case. So here's some of the recent CDs. Here's more watches, pieces of jewelry, pewter piece, the CD. Each one of these CDs literally have 49 cents into them. Buffalo nickel, another piece of jewelry, brand new VHS, more CDs, Buffalo nickels, more VHS. So media does sell. Uh, Again, you just have to get something that's nice that someone will actually want, especially like brand new old media. This was my own personal one. I found that in my old high eight bag, and even broken Mickey Mouse watches. So yeah, this one was completely garbage. But instead of throwing it in the garbage, I'd rather another buyer be able to take the parts out that they need to use it. Um, this was for the CD lot. This actually was not a CD; it was a CD-ROM. I thought this would take like years to sell, but this sold like the next day for $22. Crazy, right? Like I don't even know what you play this on, but I guess there's a Philips CDI special player that plays this. So it's a game of some sort for a Philips machine. Really odd. I opened up some new NBA haunted hoops. I got them on a discount from Costco. Pretty much sold all the Victor Wembanyama rookies, and it pays for all the the hunting I had. But it's basically looking for the rare one, which is worth $400. Didn't find one, but got my money back by selling all the Victor Wembanyama rookies, and I saw the Steph Curry one too. So more CDs, some old lights, BMW magazine. There's the car part, old Monte Carlo. This thing was cracked too, and someone paid $15 for it. So you'll never know what you'll find out there. Here's some old missiles, Mickey Mouse, another watch. These guys here, I spent $5 a piece. These are old snuff jars, but I'm like, these are just old and cool. Like someone's gonna want this, and even though it had a rusty bottom, someone paid $22 for that one. There's another one here. Oh, this thing too, like these the even if you find parts to like Batman's mansion or the Batcave, this freaking door. It's a plastic door, but I know this door always breaks. It was $20. So I let my grandson play with the rest of the thing. I took the parts out that I knew would break, and the parts alone, pay for themselves for the whole thing. So don't sleep on parts of old vintage toys. If you want to watch a toy channel, Toy Federation is an excellent channel to go by to see what that guy pays for old vintage toys. Not everyone's going to have brand new toys, but the parts alone, like they're very, very sought after because every little kid back then pretty much lost them. So more old Christmas stuff, Cubs mug, both Blue's Clues sold. So again, got $1 or something into those videos. I was very surprised the Blue's Clues were worth that much. There's the Victor, more parts, more jewelry, so on and so forth. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching my channel. Again, hopefully these sales help you kind of get your sales juices flowing. But if you don't list it, people can't find it. So obviously this is, I think, the highest amount of items I've ever had listed in my store before. So to have 1,900 items listed and to sell 405 in the last 90 days, I guess is what they call a 21% sell-through rate, which I think is pretty decent. But again, I'm doing this for fun. Now, if this was an actual business and I had to live off of it, I'd probably have to do like 200 times more of this type of stuff. So don't think eBay is going to replace your income, but it is a nice way of generating some side income and kind of keep yourself out of trouble too. So appreciate you guys watching my channel. As always, I appreciate it, and let me know in the comments if this is something that you do already or something that you plan on doing, and hopefully this video inspires you to do so. Have a great one, guys. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.